k.v.Setti, lecturer in PSR Law College, Kakinada, East Godavari. It is affiliated to Adhikavi Anna University, Rajamahendravaram, East Godavari, Andhra Pradesh. I teach Political Science 5th, Unit 1. Today's topic is the world community. The term world community is used primarily in political and humanitarian contexts to describe an international aggregate of states of widely varying types. In most connotations, the term is used to convey meanings attached to conscious or inclusion of all people in all lands and their governments. In world community politics, world community often is a semi-personal rhetorical connotation that represents humanity in a singular context, as in for the sake of the world community or with the approval of the world community. The term sometimes is used to reference the United Nations or its affiliated agencies as bodies of governance. Other times it is a generic term with no explicit ties to states or governments but retaining a political connotation. Humanitarian. The term of human needs, humanitarian aid, human rights and other discouraged in the humanities. The world community is asking to the conceptual global village aimed at the inclusion of non-aligned countries, emerging peoples, the third world into the connected world via the communications infrastructure or at least representatives ties to it. According to world community in economics, the term of the world economy, the world community is seen by some economists as an interdependent system of goods and services with the semi-permeable boundaries and flexible sets of import or export rules. Proponents of globalization may tend to establish or impose more rigidity to this framework. Controversy has arisen as to whether this paradigm will strengthen or weaken the world as a community. See World Trade Organization. Ecology. When considering sustainable development and ecology, the interdependence angle generally expands quickly to a global context. In this paradigm, the planet as a whole represents a single biome and the world's population represents the ecological succession in a similar ecosystem. This also can be recognized as the world community. Religion. Many religions have taken on the challenge of establishing a world community through the propagation of their doctrine, faith and practice. In the Baha'i faith, Abdul Baha, successor and son of Baha'u'llah, produced a series of documents called the Tablets of the Divine Plan, now in a book form after their publication in 1917 and their unveiling in New York in 1919. These tablets contain an outline and a plan for the expansion of the Baha'i community into Asia Minor, Europe and the Americas, indeed throughout the planet. The formal implementation of this plan, known as Abdul Baha's Divine Plan, began in 1937 in the first of a series of sub-plans. The 7-year plan of 1937 to 1944. Bogi Effendi, the leader of the Baha'i community until 1957, and then the Universal House of Justice from 1963 were instrumental in the organization and the design of future subplans. This tended to the creation and establishment of a world community with members of the faith estimated to have reached 5 to 6 million in the early 21st century, while also being the second most geographically widespread religion in the world. In Buddhism, the conventional Sangha monks has been entrusted by the Buddha with the task of leading all people in creating the ideal world community of noble disciples or truly civilized people. A Benedictine monk, Father John Main, inspired the world community for Christian meditation through the practice of meditation centered around the mantra meaning "Come Lord." The Lutheran Church in America had issued a social statement. World community, ethical imperatives in an age of interdependence adopted by the 5th Biennial Convention, June 25th, July 1970. Since then, the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America has formed and retained the establishment as a historical document. World peace. The term world community is often used in the context of establishing and maintaining world peace through a peace process or through a resolvable end to local regional wars and global world wars. Many social movements and much political theory deals with issues revolving around the institutionalization of the process of propagating the ideal of a world community. A world community is one which has a global vision, is established throughout the world, that is, it has a membership that exists in most of the countries on the planet, and that involves the participation of its members in a variety of ways.